Hey peeps, I'm Miss Serious, welcome to my channel. Today we are building a tiny home and I really hope that you enjoy this build. So I got this inspiration from some, Google images, and yeah, I thought I would just take it and run with it. I really like the idea of the tiny homes because they are just honestly best for gameplay. You don't have to worry about the house being super massive. You don't have to worry about it taking 2 hours to make it to the bathroom and your Sims won't pee themselves because we all know that happens. And yeah, so I hope that you enjoy this build. So you'll have seen that the photo for the build popped up in the top right of the screen there for a second. It'll come back here in a few minutes, but I just wanted to talk about the outside a little bit. Over here struggling with the stairs, but I really kept it pretty simple. I didn't go too crazy. I really like to keep my builds as close to the photo as possible. That's just kind of how I like to do things. I know other people like to put their spin on it, but I like to keep it the way that it, what you're expecting. I like to keep expectations. But yeah, so this house was actually not something I would have normally chosen. It's very, covered with grass and a lot of different things going on the outside. I don't usually get too into landscaping, but I did a lot of interesting things with this one. So I hope that it's not too weird for you. I was actually lucky enough to find some windows that matched the photo with the little crossings in them. So that was nice, trying to keep it simple, keep it small, keep it, tiny. But anyways, this is the outside, just doing some basic windows, gonna do some little cute stuff later on that you'll see, but yeah, for now, just enjoy the build a little. One thing I will say is how much I love the little ivies and the flowers that you can put running up against the houses now. I just think it is the greatest touch ever. And you might think that this table outside is so odd, but the house actually had this little kind of platform ledge coming off the edge of the window that had a bunch of plants on it and stuff, and this was the best way I could recreate it. And yeah, so I just went for it. I think it looks pretty good. The thing about this house that I thought was really odd but also kind of cozy at the same time was all of the different wood tones. There are 5 different wood tones used throughout this house for no apparent reason. It's just how it is, but I kind of like it. And the garden that is in the photo is actually very simple. There's not a whole lot of flowers going on. There's not a ton of color. It's just pretty straightforward. There's not a ton of landscaping. It's just pretty simple, something that, you might see your granny living in, just a small place to hang out and be cozy. It's very clean. I will say the inspirational photo that I took for the inside is not what you would think looking at it from the outside. And I kind of like that idea because it's almost like you took this old house and you fixed it up. You renovated it a little bit. You added a nice modern touch on the inside while the outside is still very rustic. And I really like that. So I hope that you like it too. And what I have never done before that I did with this build, I'm super excited you're about to see, is in the photo, the tile that was on the outside of the house had these little like diamond gaps that you could see the grass coming through. And I just thought that that was so lovely. It's just, it gives it something completely different that you don't ever see. And so I really enjoyed making it. It took me a little bit to put these tiles together, but I think it's worth it in the end. Gives it a completely unique look, and I love it. So yeah, I do that quite a bit up the sides, and actually I got lucky. I did not even think about this, but in the actual photo, the house is built right next to a sidewalk just like this one. So that's a happy accident. So I was very pleased that I chose this lot. I almost chose the one next to it, but I remember it having terrible lighting, so I went with this one instead. So yeah, just gonna finish up some landscaping here before I get to the inside. And yeah, you'll see what I mean with the modern touch. So we're just about done with the outside. Something else that was odd about this house that I thought was kind of fun was that there were two different fence types, but you only see one angle of the house, so you don't really know if it's actually fenced in all the way or not. So this was kind of my take. There's a little bit of land left on the lot that you could totally use, you know, for whatever. More landscaping if you want, maybe throw a garden out there, whatever floats your boat. But now we're moving on to the inside, and I just want to quickly pop on the screen what that looks like. So hopefully you can understand what I mean by the modern touch. And yeah, go through this a little bit. I absolutely loved it. It looks cramped in the photo, but really it came out really nicely, I think. I don't think that the Sims are going to be too cramped when they're in there. Of course, this is only really built for 2 Sims. You could definitely put a Murphy bed in here instead of a couch like I did. I just didn't want to because it would block the window. And totally have 4 Sims living here, or even like bunk beds in that area. Like, there's a lot that you could do, and it would be fine. So I think it ends up looking pretty good. So, you know, let me know in the comments what you think it could have done different. If you think it's too small, if you hate it, if you think it's weird, let me know. And you know, I'll keep trying doing different things. If you have any like comments or things you think I could have done better, or ideas for other builds that you want to see, definitely let me know in the comments as well, because I love everything Sims. I love building, I love playing, I love doing all of the different everything. So yeah, let me know what you're into. But here it is with the wood tones, another shade of wood, and don't hate me for this, but yes, I am putting a very strange color of wood in the bathroom. That's what's in the photo. I'm just, I'm going for what the photo's telling me to do, okay? And another different shade of wood for the counters. Unfortunately, they had this such cute counter looking table that overlooked this big window, but we don't have a long, like, pretty, like, not straight wooden table, so I had to go with the little bar counters, but that's okay. I think it's as close as I could get. But yeah, the fridge had this little nook with the walls, which I thought was really weird, but I just went for it. So yeah, gonna put the shelving in the kitchen, put the little bit of clutter, not too much clutter, because too much clutter makes the house just completely unplayable. So Went pretty basic here, keeping it simple, keeping it clean. Yeah, so here's the inside for you. In the original inside part of this build, this little nook here didn't exist, this little like 2 square space. So I decided to make it a little living area since that didn't really exist in the house. If you wanted it to be more realistic, like the photo, like this was the only thing that I took and kind of did my own thing with, you could just pull the bathroom forward, make the bedroom smaller, and then I still don't know if you would hit like micro home at that point, but if you wanted to give it a shot, that's definitely something that you could go in and play with. And now I'm doing the bathroom, and something I wanted to point out was I don't have the laundry day stuff pack, but in this build, if you were gonna have the laundry, they did put it in the bathroom. So, you know, if you decide to play with this, it will be on the gallery once this video is published, and feel free to download it and change it and add your washer and dryers. I wish I had laundry day, but I don't currently. But yeah, so this is just what I have for now for the packs that I did have, but I'm sure that you could, you know, make it to your needs. So I'm just adding a couple little details here and there, just a little bit of decoration, and we're gonna finish it up with the bedroom upstairs. I realized that that curtain that I used in the bathroom clips into the floor, and I don't know why, so I just did my best to cover it because moving the windows and all of the planters and trying to mess with it with the commands just seemed unnecessary. So just adding a little bit of decoration, making it look kind of cozy. Got a lot of blue going on downstairs, so I wanted to add a little bit of purple up here. You don't see it in the speed build, but I did add a computer because I know that those are so necessary. But yeah, so I'm going to play the pictures again for you here for the inside. You can see I try to get the decorations as close as possible, and the outside very cozy. So that's it. I really hope that you like it. I am streaming about 5 days a week on Twitch if you want to come check that out. I have a Discord if you want to post photos of your own builds, you know, do some collabs, show me your sims. It would be awesome. So thanks for checking this video out. Let me know in the comment section how you think I did, and yeah, thanks for coming.